Rapper Larry, the Morning Madhouse, and in the building, Lloyd Banks. What's up, big homie?
Yeah, what's poppin', man?
G-Unit, what's up, big homie? You alright?
Everything, man. I'm blessed, happy to be back out here, loving it.
Getting it in?
Yeah, man. I ate more yesterday than I did. Period, man. There's so much things that to choose from, and the women are crazy out here, man.
How long? So you been here for about a day or two?
Enough to get me about 5 numbers.
It don't take long, huh?
Not as quick as y'all, man. Something wrong with y'all, man. I got a lust demon. People gotta hear what the conversation is off the air.
We live on Ustream. They hear it. They know what's going on. So what's going on with you, man? I know you're pushing a brand new album. Get ready to drop. When is the official drop date?
Yeah, right. Well, the date was November 23rd, but we moved up the date. We lose a day for Thanksgiving. Nobody's going to be in the store. So we come out that Monday, November 22nd, same day as Nicki Minaj and Kanye West. I think Jay-Z is dropping the greatest hits that day. I think Kid Cudi. A bunch of albums are coming out, so it's a great day for music.
And now we were just talking about this inside the studio. Now you independent. You doing your own thing on EMI.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people don't know, but I've been independent since maybe early 2008.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, a lot of things was going on, and I felt the energy shifting in the building. It's easy to go from a priority to a minority, and once that happened, I was the first one to realize it, so I'm like, all right, well, cool, let me sign this paper, get my check, and then I used that check to create my next album. So I went in my home, which they didn't know I had, built a studio in my home, recorded my whole album there, recorded Beamer, Benz, and Bentley down there, mixed it, mastered out the pocket, and just went with it, 500,000 copies later, here we are, with the opportunity from my third solo album.
That's what it is. So being independent, so that means you're not on G-Unit, you're still on G-Unit. What's up with that situation?
Yeah, I'm on G-Unit / EMI. My situation independent, iTunes approached me after the whole Rick Ross thing and 50 was going on because I had a response record and it had like over 700,000 free hits.
Mm-hmm.
So they hit me, it was like, it's bringing too much traffic. So they approached me with that. So that way when I linked the deal with Beamer Benz, I had the same night I premiered it on radio, it was available for iTunes. And my split is amazing. The money comes straight to me. So for the consumer, the people out there that's purchasing it, it's not going to the wrinkled man behind the desk.
It's going to Lloyd Banks.
It's going directly to my pocket. And the good thing was I had a chance to just flip that money into what I'm doing. So I'm in the black right now. It's a lot of artists that were talking, and they're in the red now because when you're on a label, a brownie would be like $35. You know what I'm saying? So everything is overpriced. They tell you your budget, you spend $1.5 million, and you really ain't spend that much. But those are the bad perks of being on the major.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that the shift in, I remember in the 90s, most of hip hop was coming out of New York, it was dominating. Now it's kind of shifted across the country. Do you think that had something to do with maybe them taking some priority off of you and maybe focusing on other Southern artists?
I think that music doesn't stay anywhere in any particular pocket for too much time. It was a time where, like you said, the East Coast dominated. It was a time where the West Coast dominated. Down South had it for a long time. The Midwest movement, Nelly and them was killing the Houston movement. So it's like you really can't complain. You just gotta be prepared and ready when it comes back into whatever it is you do. I consider myself an MC. I come from a long line of MCs that I watched, and so just knowing that, I just kept it in mind, like, all right, I got to go back to the internet, which was the new lane, because TV was like you had to watch whatever they put on the program.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The internet is like on demand, so you can have a $500,000 video, but they still click somebody else's.
Right.
So once that all happened, it was harder to differentiate who was hot and who was not.
Mm-hmm.
So some people shied away from the internet, like, man, I ain't gonna be blogging every day or doing this and that. But that same person you talking about turns into Lil Wayne.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Boy, Waka Flocka.
Man, let me tell you something. Waka Flocka, everybody talk about Waka Flocka. When he came to my crib, right, in the studio, this dude know how to record himself, make the beat, all kind of stuff. He was schooling me on this. Like, yo, Banks, man, you got to get into this. I'm like, all I see is Waka Flocka chopper.
Yeah, he's a lot smarter than we think.
He's a lot smarter.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Are you willing to put it on paper?
I heard it from Lloyd Banks.
I don't care. He carry a laptop. He's into that. You understand what I'm saying? He know every site that he needs to pay attention to see how his rankings are, or the comments and everything. He stay on the mixtape sites. He's putting out a mixtape every other week. So, that dude, that's playing possum to me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I did when the label was feeling like I didn't know what I was gonna do next, I had a whole album recorded in my home.
No doubt. Speaking of Waka Flocka, he's on that. We just looked at the list. The MTV top 10 MCs. A lot of folks who put it on our Facebook page. A lot of folks say he didn't deserve to be on the list. Just real quick, what do you feel about that?
I think that overall impact he does. It depends on what you're judging it on. Like, is it the hottest MCs or the hottest rappers? Like, just hot overall influence. Because if you're going on influence, I mean, I haven't seen any other new artists out the South that had an impact like him. The record comes on in a club and you have to go to the wall if you're not with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's undeniable. In the last record he had, the No Hands joint, I was in the studio, I was like, yo, that joint is gonna be it.
And it is.
Because it's kind of like DMX, like the closest thing we had to DMX. It's like that much energy, and so when you do that crossover record to the females, it impacts so much. So I haven't seen a flaw yet.
Okay.
Now, what else would you change on this list? Would you add, take somebody off?
You know what? Just put me 10.5. What is honorable mention? I mean, it's a lot of different things. You know, well, Wayne did a terrific job of, you know, flooding the market before he went in. B.O.B. is a dope artist, brand new artist. It's hard, but I'm not gonna complain. Just put me 10.5. Honorable mention.
All right. Speaking of that, man, we're gonna take a song break. We're gonna drop that song that you got that's bubbling. You said nobody else has went gold on an independent label on a single since Masterpiece. So that says 98. That says 1998.
Or somebody did, but I know a damn sure wasn't nobody from my city.
Lloyd Banks, people, Billy, he's in the building. You want to holler at him? Call us up.